Your college roommate just posted photos from his third vacation this year while you're eating leftover pasta again, calculating whether you can afford to upgrade your monthly Hulu subscription plan for an extra $7 so you don't have to watch 8 commercial breaks for a 2-hour movie. You've been following every piece of financial advice for 5 years, investing religiously, living below your means, doing everything the experts told you to do. And what do you have to show for it? An $8,000 investment account that took you 3 years to build while your buddy just dropped 15 grand on a boat. Here's the brutal truth no financial influencer wants to admit. Your first $100,000 isn't just hard to accumulate, it's designed to make you feel like a complete failure while building it. You'll watch friends get promoted, buy houses, lease luxury cars, and live Instagram-worthy lives while you're celebrating a pathetic 4% return like it's some victory. But the people who survive this psychological warfare become unstoppable. Today, I'm exposing the exact timeline of this financial hell and showing you when everything changes. This isn't about budgeting tips. This is about why building your first 100,000 feels like punishment for making wise decisions, and exactly when that punishment turns into power. Let's get into it. Welcome to Blue Chip Mindset, the winning mindset for success. If you enjoy the video or learn something new, please give it a like. Let's start with the social humiliation that comes with early wealth building. You're at a bar with friends, and someone suggests moving to that upscale place downtown. Everyone's nodding enthusiastically while you're doing mental math on whether you can afford $15 cocktails without derailing your investment contributions for the month. You either look cheap by suggesting somewhere else, or you blow money you can't afford to keep up appearances. Either way, you lose. Or try explaining to someone you just met on Tinder why you drive a 10-year-old Honda Accord when you have a decent job. I'm building wealth for the future. Sounds pathetic when you're being compared to other guys who have brand new $60,000 trucks and can afford to take them to expensive restaurants. Here's the timeline nobody talks about. Years 1 through 3 are pure psychological torture. You're investing $3,000 to $5,000 annually, and your returns are so small they feel like pocket change you'd find in your couch cushions. Year 1 gains might be $300. By year 3, with $15,000 saved, your annual gains might hit $1,000. Your friend made more by selling his old gaming setup. Around the $25,000 mark, something finally shifts in a way you can actually feel. Your annual gains jump to around $2,000, which is the first time your money starts earning what feels like a decent side hustle. Still not life-changing, but you're beginning to see why people talk about passive income as something real. This is the first psychological breakthrough that separates future millionaires from everyone else. Most people never experience this moment because they quit before reaching $25,000. They never feel their money working independently of their labor. They never understand that wealth building isn't about getting rich quick. It's about getting rich inevitably. Once you cross this threshold, you start thinking like an investor instead of just a saver, and that mindset shift changes everything about how you approach money for the rest of your life. But here's where the real frustration kicks in. You invest $5,000 with careful planning, and you earn $400 if you're lucky. Your friend made more flipping one item on eBay. Your coworker's lucky Solana crypto meme coin trade beat 3 years of your disciplined investing. That $400 you earned after a full year? It's gone faster than you can blink to car repairs, laptop replacement, rent increases, and all the other financial surprises that adult life throws at you. You're not building wealth like the financial gurus promised. You're watching it get systematically devoured by the basic costs of existing as a responsible adult. Year after year, you feed money into an account that grows like molasses. Your friends are out buying brand new dirt bikes, booking trips to Las Vegas, and upgrading their apartments, while you're proud of hitting milestones that still can't change your life. This is where most people snap. They watch their friend launch a pressure washing business and clear $3 grand his first month, while their sophisticated strategy generated $600 all year. They see people get promoted and immediately upgrade their lifestyles, while their plan requires a decade of living like a monk. But here's what quitters miss. They bail right before the acceleration phase. They miss when investments start out-earning paychecks. They abandon ship before the mathematical magic finally kicks in. At $50,000, annual gains jump to $4,000, which starts to feel like real passive income. At $75,000, over $5,000 annually flows into your account. Your money is finally working hard enough to make a meaningful impact on your daily life. The real transformation happens at $100,000. Annual gains explode to $7,000 to $8,000. That's vacation money, emergency buffer, income that actually impacts your lifestyle. You finally feel the power of compound interest. Here's a question for you. If you knew that grinding through 5 brutal years would set you up for 30 years of accelerating wealth, Would you do it? Drop your answer in the comments below. People who survive develop a different relationship with money. They measure success by asset growth, not purchases. They focus on net worth, not income. This shift is isolating but powerful. The first 100,000 teaches you wealth building is psychological, not mathematical. It teaches compound patience. It teaches that being successful and appearing successful are two completely different things. Most importantly, it teaches you to ignore social pressure when you know you're building something bigger. Every time you choose to invest instead of spending, you're betting on your future self over your present desires. Every time you skip an expensive dinner to max out your investment contributions, you're choosing long-term wealth over short-term approval. Here's where the magic accelerates exponentially. The second 100,000 takes only 4 years instead of 8. Same contribution rate, same investment strategy, but now you have $100,000 working for you. That $100,000 is earning $8,000 to $10,000 annually just by existing. Combined with your ongoing contributions, you're adding $15,000 to $18,000 to your account every year instead of just $5,000. The third $100,000 happens in under 3 years. By this point, your annual investment gains are exceeding most people's salaries. You're not just building wealth anymore, you're watching it build itself. The psychological shift is profound. You've gone from feeling behind to feeling ahead. You've transformed from someone who can't afford things to someone who chooses not to buy them. But more importantly, you've proven to yourself that you can delay gratification long enough to build something significant. You've developed the psychological strength to ignore social pressure and stick to your financial plan. You've learned to think like an investor rather than a consumer. These skills become invaluable when you're managing larger amounts of money. The brutal truth is that most people are not psychologically equipped to build wealth. They want the results without the process. They want compound interest without compound patience. They want to be wealthy without looking poor during the accumulation phase. The first 100,000 separates the people who truly want to build wealth from those who merely like the idea of being wealthy. Your first 100,000 is a test that most people fail. It's supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to make you question everything. It's supposed to separate the committed from the curious. If it were easy, everyone would be wealthy. The difficulty is not a bug in the system. It's a feature. It ensures that only people with the right mindset and habits make it to the automated wealth phase. So here's what you need to do right now. First, accept that the first 5 years are going to suck. You're going to feel behind, look broke, and question your decisions regularly. That's normal. Second, set specific milestones. Celebrate 25,000, get excited about 50,000, and push like hell toward that 100,000 breakthrough point. Third, automate everything so you can't sabotage yourself during moments of weakness. What's the biggest financial sacrifice you've made that your friends don't understand? I'm curious to see how many of you are going through this exact struggle right now. Let me know in the comments. Remember, every wealthy person you admire went through this exact same phase. They felt the same frustration, faced the same social pressure, and questioned the same decisions you're asking right now. The only difference between them and everyone else is that they didn't quit. They understood that looking unsuccessful while building success is the price of admission to real wealth.